What's up, guys? Coming to you. Welcome back to another part of Water 101. What better place to do this than Lake Champlain? Wow, that's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, folks. And I'm blessed to be coming to you talking about water and none other than Lake Champlain. Yeah, so there's a big, huge hype train when it comes to water filters, and like you got, you know, platinum filters, Brita filters, a lot of filters, reverse osmosis, distillation. You know, what's the best? And I'm no expert, right? I've only done a couple thousand hours of research of water, and there is a best, in my opinion. Before I get to that, I do want to just make one statement against alkaline water. There's this huge hype around alkaline water and Essentia, which is the worst thing for you, in my opinion. I think that our body's blood is 7.4 pH, so we should be drinking water around 7.4. Too much of anything is bad. Not enough of certain things are bad. Our body always loves homeostasis. Balance is key with all things in life. Just gotta soak it all in. It's so gorgeous out here. But yeah, so reverse osmosis and other filters don't really work, like alter the pH. But when you have a filter or any kind of system of water that you drink from that causes alkaline water, that can cause alkosis. Acidic water will cause acidiosis. Both of these things will block your nutrient absorption. Why is water so important? It's obviously, yes, it hydrates you. Like, what does that even mean? Well, hydration, alright, there's actually a root to the word, but water essentially allows you to absorb nutrients. Without water, your body can't process anything and properly function. And so, if you are getting dehydrated, or you're getting water that has an alkaline or acidic pH, you're going to have alkosis or acidiosis or dehydration. All these things will block your nutrient absorption. Okay, I'm not trying to go off on a tangent on nutrient absorption, like what else blocks your nutrient absorption. There's dozens of things, like alcohol, substance abuse, too much anything will block your nutrient absorption. Too much of vitamins and minerals will block your nutrient absorption. Like, balance is always key. So again, you could be eating all the right things, but if you're not absorbing any of it, what does it matter? So it's so important to get the proper amount of water into your system every day and properly hydrate yourself. For those of you who don't know, it's at least half your body weight in water every single day, or you are dehydrated. And hopefully that water is quality water, because it doesn't matter if you're just drinking sewage, then you're still going to be dehydrated. So it's super important to get quality, healthy water into your system every single day. And if you're moving, if it's hot out, if you're sweating, 2/3 your body weight in water. Alright, if you're sick. Now, does hot water, cold water hydrate you better? No, it doesn't matter. Like, yes, they do have their own benefits. Like, cold water is great for exercising. If you're exercising, you need to cool down, get some cold water. Alright, if you are super overhydrated, or excuse me, overheated or super hot, definitely get some cold water. Sick, if you're like have a congestion or, you know, sore throat, hot water can be quite soothing. So in that sense, the temperature matters, but other than that, it's not going to hydrate you more or less. So just drink water. And tea, coffee, yes, they are diuretics, but the amount of water is still going to hydrate you, not to the greatest extent of just pure H2O. But tea is also a great way to get, you know, minerals and vitamins into your system, depending on what kind of herbal tea you have. You just have to be careful of the fluoride when it comes to tea. There is a huge debate in when it comes to the water community when it comes to fluoride, right? Don't even get me started. I will talk about fluoride a little bit later in the video, but I want to talk about the fluoride when it comes to just tea in particular. green tea, white tea, black tea. They all have fluoride in them. White tea has the least amount of fluoride. If you add white tea with lemon, it's actually more nutritious for you. White tea and green tea are part of the same plant. It's just white tea is the earlier stage of that plant. And so it has less nutrients unless you add lemon, which is a weird kind of catalyst that works and actually boosts the nutrients for white tea. So anyway, let's go back to the fluoride. So black tea has the most fluoride. That's going to be your chai tea. That has black tea in it. So black tea, lots of fluoride. I love chai tea too. It's tragic. And white tea has the least amount. Green tea has a little bit, but you just want to be mindful. You don't want to replace tea with water, because then you're taking on an absurd amount of, you know, not only vitamins and minerals from the herbal teas that you're drinking, but whatever negative, you know, things that are in the herbs you're taking in. Too much anything's bad for you. So again, fluoride is not bad in small amounts, but large amounts it is. And most water systems claim that they have fluoride in just to clean the water, and that is true to a certain extent, and your body can handle it to a certain extent. But most cleaning systems I've tested, even like Worcester water, Massachusetts Worcester, terrible drinking water. I tend to test all these places I go to. The fluoride parts per million, if you get like a total dissolved solid TDS tester, is 0.07 particles of fluoride for every 1 million particles of water, which is insane. The recommended FDA approved is 0.01 particle is what we should be taking into our system. And so that actually is proven to go into your blood system, travel up the vagus nerve, and actually calcify your pineal gland, which helps distribute hormones and regulate your hormones in your body. So yeah, don't want too many minerals, heavy metals, fluoride especially. It is a mineral, but too much anything is bad. So be careful of too much tea. Just drink water, plain H2O. There's tons of things on the market, you know, if you really can't handle the flavor, there's like this bottle that you can drink, and it smells like a scent, and like, it really like helps trick your mind to think that the flavor is different too. But there's, you know, flavored water, vitamin water, I'm not a huge fan. Just again, it's not a substitute. If you get a great brand with like no sugar and no added crap, and it's just organic, natural, then yeah, it would be great. But again, you don't want to replace it and just get an overload of vitamins and minerals, which guess what, block your nutrient absorption. You could be eating all the right things, but if you're not absorbing any of it, it doesn't matter. And so water actually is like the best thing for you. It is the #1 thing that helps detox your body of inflammation, which again is the #1 thing that causes disease and illness, is inflammation. So it's the best thing. And if you're dehydrated, you're going to have a weaker immune system. You're going to have lower levels of energy. You're going to be more moody, more susceptible to be angry, frustrated, etc. Like, water actually helps lubricate your joints. If you're dehydrated, you're going to have a higher chance of getting arthritis. It is paramount to be drinking more water. It is the most important thing you could be putting into your body. And you definitely want to be more conscious of that, because what you put into your body is absolutely going to be what you can produce, and ultimately going to dictate your experience in this life. What you feed your gut is what you feed your mind. It's like the nutrients you get from your gut travel straight up the vagus nerve into your mind, and if you put shit into your gut, you're going to have a shit for brain. And your intelligence isn't this stagnant thing in life. Like, it's not, your IQ isn't like stagnant. You can definitely improve your intelligence and improve your mental capacity to think more and operate on a higher octave, so to speak. And it starts with just what you put into your system, and that starts all with the first step, and that's just getting clearer, healthier water into your system, so you feel better and you have a lot more energy and you can enjoy life and realize it's not so bad. So start with just thinking about drinking the proper amount of water every day. Don't worry so much about the quality. But yeah, going all the way back to the quality of the water, I got off on this crazy tangent. Let's talk about fluoride for a little bit. Fluoride, especially because it is in most of the tap water. Not only tap water is, you know, some places is better than others for sure, but it's still not good, especially if you have an older house. Whatever carries the water, whatever the water makes contact with, what the container system of the water is going to dictate the quality of the water as well. So if like you got copper pipes, lead pipes, all of that's getting into your water and you're drinking it. Obviously, back to the filters. One filter, a filter, is better than no filter, but it's never ever, no matter what filter you have, platinum, gold filter, I don't care what it is. You could have nature's filter, which is the best filter: rock, coal, charcoal, sand, more rock, coal, coral, and just that could filter it out. But no filter is ever going to get rid of all the microviruses and microparticles, little bacterias that just somehow can make it through. Like, there's no filter in the world other than evaporation, condensation, precipitation. So that's like taken on a molecular level, just water. Unfortunately, rainwater was the best kind of filter system until we polluted the skies, and now rainwater isn't the healthiest. In some parts of the world it is, but ideally you want to get a distiller, and there's a huge debate when it comes to distiller, and I'll tell you why it's my favorite for the filtration system and why it works. First of all, let me answer the argument against distillers, because the number one argument is you're taking all the minerals away, you're taking all the vitamins away. You need those minerals, you need those vitamins in your water, those electrolytes, those XYZ, nitrates, nitrites, whatever it is. And it's like, yes and no. Like, obviously you need those things, but you don't need it from your water. H2O is going to be the number one thing that's going to hydrate you. And so if you're getting those minerals and those vitamins and those nutrients from your food with a well-balanced diet, then it doesn't matter if it's in your water. Alright, so distillation, you literally get pure H2O. And it's not sky, it's not like rainwater, because it's not being polluted by whatever's in the atmosphere. It's a distilled industrial machine. If you get a cheapo depot one for like 60 bucks, it's not worth it. You gotta... Makes a huge difference. Alright, being dehydrated is like one of the biggest causes to diseases. Water is the number one thing that helps detox your body, and on top of that, remove inflammation, which causes illness and disease. But more importantly, just by being dehydrated, you can cause so many other issues. Obviously, cramps, headaches. That's like the basics. Fun fact I want to share with you, something called decision fatigue in psychology. Decision fatigue is basically, you make worse decisions when you're tired. And so a lot of people find themselves in this catch-22, where the food that they eat and the shit quality of water that they drink, like, they eventually, all that food makes them tired and exhausted, and they never have the energy to improve their lives. So just starting with the basics, like drinking more water, go such a long way of making you feel a lot better, giving you a lot more energy, and then you can actually have the energy to make better decisions. You know, that's why they put like the candy at the end of the aisle when you're shopping, grocery shopping and checking out. And there's all that candy at the end of the section because you're tired by the time you're done work and you're grocery shopping, you just finished shopping. So because you're tired, you make worse decisions. So they're banking that you're gonna buy their junk food that you wouldn't have made. Why don't they put fruits and vegetables at the checkout section? Well, because when you're tired, you make worse decisions, not better decisions. So, fun fact of the day. I'm really excited to check out this cafe. There's a American flag and a black flag that says, I can't quite read it. There's like a little person. Wish I could zoom in on my GoPro. Thankfully I can zoom in on my phone. But beautiful day. Just want to really look at that. Look at that weather. 70s, mid 70s. Well, stay tuned to the top. We got a long ways to go.